This thing, this wretched thing shouldn't have been created in the first place. It's loose out there, and it does nothing but kill. There's nothing anyone can do to sedate it, as all that can be done is just to leave it alone and pray that an unfortunate individual does not come across it, or they will meet a gruesome fate. It all started when the zombies took over suburbia. The engineers and scientists at the Z-Tech factory were creating and manufacturing Z-Mechs faster than anyone could count, slowly outnumbering the plants. When Leaf heard about this, they had to seek help from a private corporation known as Vineyard. Vineyard was a secret laboratory that worked on experiments to create mutant hybrids, and Leaf wanted them to create one so that it could take down the Z-Mechs with ease. Vineyard agreed, and they decided to fuse a common pea shooter with a human. They brought in a test subject who was a female in her 20s, and the plant into a cell. Usually they would experiment using DNA, having it injected into their test subjects, but this time, they took a step further. One of the scientists brought in a steel case, and inside it was a six-legged tailed creature. It was known as the Xenogoth, an ancient parasite. It would fuse the two test subjects together with itself to make one powerful hybrid. They set the Xenogoth into the cell as it swiftly crawled towards the two. It then latched itself onto the face of the test subject as it used its long tail and stabbed at the pea shooter in the mouth. The tail made its way out the body from the back of the head and wrapped itself around the pea shooter's stem before it pulled it towards the test subject. From there, the pea shooter began to slowly morph into the test subject's body while the tail was wrapped around them both, slowly fusing them into one being. You could hear the bones being crushed. Just imagine having your bones destroyed and reformed again, but differently this time. Her screams of pain echoed through the cell. After the fusion process had stopped, the scientists assigned 2 guards to go inside the cell to check on the test subject, for she lay on the floor, unresponsive. When they slowly walked towards the body, a sharp-edged tail rose up and stabbed one of the guards in the chest, killing him. The second guard tried to shoot the test subject, but the guard got hit in the face with a corrosive projectile, which melted his face off. The scientists watched as the test subject got up, standing on both legs. She was no longer a human, as she had razor-sharp claws and teeth, along with a spiked tail. She had green spots everywhere around her, including green hair. She became a hybrid pea shooter. The hybrid pea shooter broke out of its cell and rushed down the hallway on all fours, like an animal. Multiple armed units were sent in to take down the creature. As they came in contact with it, they began to fire. Like a pea shooter variant, it had its own unique set of abilities. The hybrid used its own version of the hyper ability, which made her dash through the bullets, leaving her unscathed. As she got up close to the units, she began to pounce on them, clawing them to death in quick swift slashes. The units began to back up, unloading their second round of magazines at the hybrid. From a distance, the hybrid began to fire acidic spikes out of its tail, knocking down all the units one by one. It then hyper-dashed towards the remaining units at the back, releasing 2 slime pods from its back onto the floor. The pods exploded. All the units were dead. By the time reinforcements got there, it was too late. The hybrid pea shooter escaped the facility. Ever since then, the hybrid pea shooter lurks in the dark corners of Zomburbia, killing anything in its way. What was supposed to be a weapon against the zombies is now a rogue creature prowling the lands. God save you if you ever encounter the hybrid pea shooter. For as far as I know, you won't make it out alive. Even if you do though, be sure to look over your shoulder, for you never know if she may be in the darkness right next to you. One swipe of a claw from finishing you off.
When